Barca's injury curse strikes again.
Oh no, not again.
Barcelona fans are reaching for their lucky charms and maybe a stiff drink as news breaks of Dani Olmo's early return from international duty. It seems the Spanish star, a beacon of hope in an otherwise injury-plagued season, has picked up a knock. Details are sketchy, but apparently muscles were pulled, ligaments were stretched, and the collective groan from Catalonia could be heard in Andorra. The exact moment of the injury remains shrouded in mystery. Some say it was a particularly aggressive blade of grass during Spain's draw with Serbia. Others whisper about a rogue training cone with a vendetta. Whatever the cause, one thing is clear. Barcelona's medical team is about to be very, very busy. We can only imagine the scene at Barcelona's training ground. Hansi Flick, phone glued to his ear, desperately trying to sign free agents off LinkedIn. The physios, armed with ice packs and smelling salts, bracing themselves for the onslaught. And somewhere in the middle of it all, Dani Olmo nursing his wounded pride and probably his hamstring.
Every time they take a step forward, fate or a stray tackle sends them 2 steps back.
Barcelona's season so far has been less a campaign for glory and more a masterclass in navigating the pitfalls of human fragility. It's like watching a Greek tragedy unfold, but instead of togas and sandals, it's shin pads and physio tape. They've had more injuries than a clown car at a demolition derby. Muscle strains, ankle sprains, mysterious ailments that even WebMD can't diagnose. You name it, they've had it. At this point, they're practically contractually obligated to keep a team of orthopedic surgeons on speed dial. The team's medical records probably read like a Stephen King novel, full of suspense, gore, and the lingering sense that something terrible is always lurking just around the corner. And just when you think it can't get any worse, BAM! Dani Olmo goes down, adding another chapter to this saga of sporting woe. It's almost cruel, really. Just as Dani Olmo was hitting his stride, showcasing the kind of form that has scouts drooling and fans dreaming of silverware, the injury bug decided to rear its ugly head. He was like a shooting star, burning bright but destined to fade away too soon. His performances for Barcelona had been a joy to behold. All silky dribbling, pinpoint passes, and goals that would make even the most stoic defender crack a smile. He was the missing piece of the puzzle, the final ingredient in Hansi Flick's tactical paella. Or so we thought. Now, instead of marveling at his on-field exploits, we're left to ponder what might have been. Would he have led Barcelona to La Liga glory? Would he have single-handedly ended Real Madrid's dominance? We'll never know. And that, my friends, is the real tragedy.
We'll never know, and that, my friends, is the real tragedy.
Section 4, Hansi Flick Tactical Jigsaw Puzzle, Missing Pieces Edition. So what now for Flick and his band of merry but increasingly battered men? Well, it's back to the drawing board, literally.
Hansi Flick is probably holed up in his office, surrounded by tactical diagrams and empty coffee cups, desperately trying to figure out how to replace the irreplaceable.
It's like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded, with one hand tied behind your back while riding a unicycle. Every time he thinks he's found a solution, another injury pops up to throw his plans into disarray. One can only imagine the conversations happening behind closed doors.
Can we play with 10 men? How about 9? Is it legal to field a team of robots? At this point, nothing would surprise us.
Section 5, Hope springs eternal, or at least until the next injury. Despite the doom and gloom, there's a glimmer of hope. Injuries, like all things, are temporary.
Dani Olmo will recover, his muscles will mend, and he'll be back to terrorizing defenses in no time.
In the meantime, Barcelona will have to dig deep, channel their inner stoicism, and hope that the footballing gods haven't completely abandoned them.
It's a long shot, sure, but stranger things have happened.
So chin up, Barca fans. It may be dark now, but the sun will rise again. And when it does, maybe, just maybe, Dani Olmo will be there to greet it, fully fit and ready to lead the charge.
Or, he might pull a hamstring getting out of bed. It's Barcelona, anything can happen.